Hello friends, most welcome to English Advantage online classes. Friends, in this video, we will be discussing about CBSE moderation policy 2017 that is very relevant, that is very prevalent nowadays, a very hot topic that is being discussed for various competitive exams like SBI PO, UPSC and other competitive exams. So let us get started. Now, before I proceed further, I would like to tell you regarding this online mock test series. If you want to purchase it for the SSC CGL exam, that is going to take place in the month of August. You can take it from test.englishaadvantage.in by using online payment options. If you are preparing for banking as well as SSC exam, you can buy it for 699 rupees. That is the combo pack price. And if you want to buy it only for SSC CGL exam, you can go for the base pack that is priced at only rupees 399. So let us get started. Now, this is the article, this is the editorial exactly that was published on 30th May 2017 on page 8 in the Hindu newspaper of Delhi edition. It is regarding the marks and standards. Our school systems needs a better evaluation mechanism for students. Definitely, our school system needs a better evaluation mechanism because our school system doesn't evaluate all the students on the same parameters. The parameters are different from the different schools for the different boards and for the different states. So this is what this editorial is all about, and let me go through this entire article. The use of moderation by the Central Board of Secondary Education while finalizing class 12th marks under a Delhi High Court directive poses the immediate question of how various state boards of education that haven't adopted the practice will respond. Actually, the CBSE board has scrapped the moderation policy, but the High Court intervened, and High Court said that you should continue this moderation policy and you should give the grace marks for the difficult questions. It also points to the long-standing challenge of achieving comparability while assessing students for undergraduate studies from different systems. Okay, the CBSE right now, the CBSE system is that you cannot compare the students of different boards on the same level. They are not on the same level, but they are assessed or kind of evaluated on the different levels. So that is why there is no uniformity, there is no parity in the students' score. Some boards have already published the results without moderation, while others will resort to the practice. Resort means to adopt something. Okay, so some boards have already published the results without moderation, and others are thinking about it, making it necessary for college authorities to make offsets. To make offset means to balance something, to compensate for something. Okay, to make offset while fixing admission criteria. Another substantive concern. Substantive means very important, very meaningful, and that has firm base in reality. So another substantive concern is the pattern of testing procedures, placing high importance on a single external examination. The CBSE schools are normally placing high importance on a single external examination. They are not testing the students' creativity or students' innovation. So that is also a demerit of the CBSE evaluation system. Without an assurance to all students that the same tasks are being assessed on the same standard. Okay, this is what something is missing. Across the board use of tools. Across the board means that applies to everyone. Okay, across the board use of tools such as moderation also raises question on the actual scores. It is extraordinary that tests for non-quantitative subject such as English and political science yield perfect scores of 100% in the CBSE examination and elsewhere, giving the impression that the questions required to be answered only within a limited framework laid out in a textbook. If you answer the question that is copied, or that is exactly the same way that is written in the textbook, you get 100% marks, and it leaves very less chance for creativity or for showing innovation. So that is also something that is extraordinary, leaving little scope for creative responses that reflect the quality of teaching in the classroom. Moderation of marks under the CBSE policy has been followed partly to offset the ambiguity. Ambiguity means confusion or not clear, anything that is not very clear. To offset the ambiguity of questions and any errors, and to achieve parity in the evaluation process. Parity means similarity or uniformity at all the levels. Parity in the evaluation process and the annual pass percentage. So there should be a uniform pass percentage in all states and in all the boards. Okay, so that is why that is what the HRD ministry is looking for, and they are making a complete shift, or they are thinking about it very deeply. The central board recently decided to do away with the practice. The central board recently decided to remove this practice, but in consultation with the state boards and sought the assistance of the Human Resources Development Minister to make a complete shift. Okay, they decided to remove it, CBSE, but court has said them that you should continue it. This is something that the ministry should take up on priority, because this is a very serious issue, since a consensus among the state would eliminate litigation. Definitely, if there is a uniformity and there is a same opinion of all the states on the same issue, it would definitely eliminate or remove litigation, that is legal process, on grounds of uneven competition. Okay, there shouldn't be uneven competition. The competition should be same in all the states, in all the boards, which is what invited judicial intervention on the issue of moderation this year. It is also relevant to point out that the emphasis on a single external examination has heavily influenced the learning process. This is what I said earlier, that there shouldn't be heavy emphasis on the single external examination. You should also test one's ability on different grounds, like creative grounds, on extracurricular activities, on these kind of things, tailoring it almost entirely to score marks. Built on a foundation of weak primary education, it does little to improve outcome for the majority of students at the secondary school level. The annual status of education report 2016 found, for instance, that among rural students in class 8, only 43.3% could correctly solve a simple 3-digit by 1-digit division problem. So they are all cramming the things, they are not understanding the things. That is why the students, most of the students, particularly in rural areas, are very poor. What this makes clear is that encouraging performance on enrollment of students, even in some of the backward states, is not the same as achieving high outcome in actual learning. Actual learning is not happening. Enrollment is increasing, but actual learning is not happening. This is also the issue of access to private tuitions for a better examination score. This also create a partiality among the students, because the better off student or the rich student, they can take advantage of this tuition process, but poor student cannot take tuition, and they cannot get good marks. So this also create a kind of ambiguity and kind of disparity in the students' performance, which affects less privileged students. It is against the depressing backdrop of such distortions. These are definitely distortions, these are definitely dissimilarities, that India's school system must prepare an evaluation mechanism for students. Reform should recognize the role of the teacher in ensuring genuine learning and encouraging creativity. Definitely they should encourage creativity, and they should focus more on genuine learning. An external test that evaluates sound learning is the answer. External examination should be very comprehensive, and it should focus more on the sound learning. Although the challenge is not to stifle educational innovation. Stifle means to smoother or to kind of choke. Okay, so the challenge is not to stifle educational innovation that individual state boards are capable of. So they should focus on creativity and innovation, but they should not focus it on more. Now these are the vocabulary. Through this editorial we can learn. First word is moderation. The avoidance of excess or extremes is called moderation. Moderation means mildness or reasonableness. Okay, so I have given here very synonyms, all the synonyms: temperance, okay, restraint, lenity, control, reasonableness, and mildness. So these are the equivalent word of moderation, and antonym for this word are intemperance, severity, extreme, and excess. This is the example sentence here. Eating food in moderation is a key to maintaining a healthy diet. So all the word, you can give it a pause and you can go through all these words. These all words are very important. Pause means to present or constitute. Make, offset means to make changes, to balance out things. Substantive means having a firm basis. Okay, and across the board means applying to all. Ambiguity means the quality of being open to more than one interpretation, means confusing. So these are the important words. Now I have included here spotting questions, particularly for SSC CGL exam, but at the same time they will also serve the different other competitive exams. While she was returning from college, a ruffian attacked on her with a dagger. Now in this sentence, what is the error? Attacked is not followed by on when attacked is used as a verb. When the attack is used as a noun, you can use it. You can use on after it. For example, made an attack, or Indian attack on Pakistan attack on India. Now this way, if you use the word attack as a noun or use it with make, you can use on after it. But when you use it as a verb, you cannot use on after it. Okay, so you have to remove on in this sentence, and your answer here will be C. So you can correct this sentence. The correct sentence will read, while she was returning from college, a ruffian attacked her. Not attacked on her, but attacked her. So C, so on you have to remove. So C will be your answer here. Question number 2, the decline of his morale was caused by a lot of factors that were once fascinating to him. Now here we are using the word decline for decreasing, but decline is not used with the word moral and price. You have to say the decline in his moral or decline in his price. Okay, the decline of is used with you can use it with party, or you can use it with empire, the decline of empire, the decline of party. But with the price and moral, you have to say the decline in his moral or the decline in the prices. Okay, so A will be the answer here. Question number 3, 2 of my intimate friends called on me on yesterday when I was away from home. Called on me means they visited me. But before yesterday, you cannot use on here. So here you have to remove on before yesterday, and here your answer will be C. Question number 4, Simi took me to hotel and ordered for 2 cups of coffee, which the waiter brought in no time. So order means to ask for. Okay, so order has already for inbuilt in it because order means to ask for. So order cannot be followed by this for. So you have to remove this for, and here your answer will be B. The students complained to the principal against the warden and the poor management of the hostel. When you complain something to somebody, you normally do it against the person and about the thing. So the warden is the person, so against, the use of against is okay here, against the warden, but you are also complaining about the poor management, that is the thing. So here you have to say the student complained to the principal against the warden and about the poor management of the hostel. So before the poor you have to put of, either of or about. So C will be your answer here. Let us see the question number 6. Without considering for a moment, he entrusted me in all the important work. So here the word entrusted is followed by with and not in. He entrusted me with all the important work, or you can say he entrusted all the work to me. Okay, either you can say entrusted me with all the work, or you can say entrusted the work to me. So here your answer will be C. Somebody reported to me that someone had fallen in the well and nobody had tried to save her. Someone had fallen. There is a movement in the sentence. In the activity there is a movement. So you have to say someone had fallen into the well. Okay. So B will be your answer here. Let us see the question number 8. There are certain animals that can live without any effort both in water and land. Now both these nouns will take the separate preposition. Water will take in and land will take on. So you have to insert on before the land here. So D will be your answer here. The plan was to go for the cinema, but owing to certain hindrances, it failed. Now here you are going to a certain place. You are not trying something. You are going to a certain place. So that is why you have to say go to the cinema, not going for, because going for means trying something. So this word for is wrong here, and you have to say go to the cinema, and A will be your answer here. The angry boatman threw the cracked oar into the river and returned home. This sentence is quite confusing. Now here the movement is not related with this cracked oar. Okay, cracked oar is not going into, but somebody is throwing the cracked oar in the river. Okay, so here this word into will not be used here, and you have to say simply in the river. The angry boatman threw the cracked oar in the river and returned home. So D will be your answer here. Okay, so these are my details. Through these numbers you can always contact me, and if you want to go for the test series, you have to visit test.englissadvantage.in. So how did you found this, how did you like this video tutorial? If you have found it useful for your SSC CGL exam and different other competitive exam, kindly like it, share it with your friends, and do send me your final comments. And if you haven't yet subscribed this channel called English Advantage YouTube channel, kindly do subscribe to get all the notifications on time. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I wish you all the best for your bright future. Thank you.